Vinny, we have cooked up 5 questions for Game 5, and can't wait to get your answers on these. But we need to hear from LeBron James about that contact below the belt from Draymond.
You know, Draymond just, he said something that I don't agree with. You know, I'm all cool with the competition. I'm all fine with that, but some of the words that came out of his mouth was a little bit overboard. You know, and being a guy with pride, a guy with 3 kids and a family and things of that nature, just some things that just go overboard, and that's where he took it. So, and that was it.
So LeBron talking about some of the war of words on the court with Draymond Green, not really taking the bait on what happened in terms of the contact there. But I want you to take the bait on that, Vinny. Question number 5, should the league take action against Draymond Green for that quote-unquote low blow on LeBron James?
They're definitely looking at it. We know that. And I think because of the history with Draymond Green in the Western Conference Finals with Steven Adams, I think they're going to take a serious look at it. And we know he's a flagrant foul away or so to being suspended. It's a little excess contact there. It's competitive, both very competitive guys. But should he get suspended? I don't think so. Will he get suspended? I think he will by the league.
Interesting. And if Draymond Green is suspended for Game 5, who has to step up?
Well, everybody. I mean, Golden State, they win as a team. Their bench has been fantastic. They can rely on so many guys. Iguodala seems to step up. McAdoo got some minutes. Spates can come in. Varejao can come in. But at the end of the day, we know it's the backcourt that's going to make it happen. Maybe Harrison Barnes has a big game. But the fans are going to be into it. The players, they're going to want to finish it off. And never underestimate Golden State. They've proven it year in, year out. And they were just, that backcourt's so dynamic.
Number 4, Vinny, can the Splash Brothers carry over the momentum and the great play from Game 4 to Game 5 on Monday?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they've done it all season. Whenever they've had a poor performance, they've always bounced back. You saw it last game. I mean, they were spectacular. I mean, setting NBA records, hitting tough shots. But what I will say is they got going because of the lack of offensive production and continuity and passing on the offense by Cleveland. They got out in the open court, Golden State, and then you're trying to chase those 3-point shooters. Once you make one little mistake, they're going to make you pay for it.
Question number 3, Vinny Del Negro. Will Tyronn Lue make any changes to his rotation or starting lineup for Game 5?
Yes, I think he'll put Kevin Love back in the starting lineup. They're used to having Kevin there. Understand why he didn't do it last game. Needed to get some more bench production. They got it the first half, not much in the second half, and that was another turning point. The bench for Golden State has just been dominant. They've outscored them 140-70. They've doubled up the Cleveland bench. But I think you go back to your starting lineup. Kevin Love is an all-star, tremendous player. They can space the court more. And we know when they won the one game, Kyrie and LeBron were dominant in their performance.
Question number 2 comes from the land of Twitter, from Big City Sid at hashtag 5 for Game 5. And Big City Sid asks you, Vinny, through 4 games, who has the inside track for Finals MVP?
Well, you'd have to say Steph Curry. I mean, he really didn't have to play Game 1 or 2. Game 3, they played poorly. They admitted it, but he comes back last night. People are saying his knee's bad, this or that. It's irrelevant. The guy scored 38 points last night, put the team on his back. Klay Thompson, the backcourt was dynamic again. Andre Iguodala, to me, has been spectacular, makes big shots, but defensively with his strips and everything. But there's no way Curry doesn't get MVP. If they win Game 5 and he's just solid in that performance, he's the MVP.
Question number 1, if the Warriors beat the Cavs in Game 5, obviously the chip goes to GSW and Cleveland goes into the offseason. So could that be the final game of the Big 3, Kyrie, LeBron, and Love in Cleveland?
It most certainly could. And the reason I say that is because LeBron's not getting any younger. So Kyrie's still very young. Does Kevin Love really fit or whatever? Yeah, I mean, he's a great player, Kevin Love. Does he fit into the style that they need to play sometimes? Probably not. Their bench has not produced. So really, David Griffin, the GM, who's one of the best in the league, will look at the opportunities that's out there for his team. If they're not going to win the championship, how are they going to get good enough to compete against Golden State or Oklahoma City or San Antonio next year, because they expect to be back in the finals?
Ironically, the only game the Cavs have won in this series was the one without Kevin Love.